Hello, in this video, join me as we continue to discuss this amazing book, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, and this is video number 14. Join me. Hello, welcome to Take a Step a Better You. Today we can continuing Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This is video number 14. But if you are new here, my name is Sherifa, Nakalema. I'm a business owner here in Virginia, USA, and I share on this channel what I know already and what I continue to learn. And recently I also added sharing books. Otherwise, usually I talk about YouTube tips, business tips, earning money online tips through affiliate marketing and motivation. The message here is one, take a step to make your life better. Everything I talk about is about making our lives better. I have 126 videos. This was number 126. So there is a lot I've discussed, I've shared in the videos. Please check them out. But as for this one, by the way, let me invite you. Please join us. Consider subscribing and sharing and leaving, especially even if you don't want to come back here, please at least leave a comment. Leave a comment for me and advise. Give your feedback. What should I change? It's a new channel, not fancy, but the message is, I think, important. So please consider supporting it. And for those of you who decided to support it, appreciate you very much. Make sure when you subscribe, you please click on the bell so you get notifications. Two things need to improve here, please. People responding to notifications and also liking the video. I know the comments, you leave them, but you forget to like. I have more comments than likes. Please, you start when you're leaving a comment, start by liking or like right now as I'm speaking. Like, and then later leave a comment. We are continuing with Rich Dad Poor Dad, but because this is video number 14, I have to mention for those of you who are new here that I have a linked comment. It's a pinned comment with a link to all the videos that we finished. I call it Lessons from Robert Kiyosaki, and it's pinned. It's the first comment on top, but also in the description, there is a link also. You can go to all of them, starting from number 1, and they're all together. So you play the button one time, and everything happens, starting with 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way. And at the end, I'm going to explain the real schedule for this channel, and also to show you how you can get this for free audio, but also if you want, you can buy the physical book. Okay, now we continue with lesson 1, chapter 1. And remember, the book has 6 lessons. And this was lesson 1 says, the rich don't work for money. I'm going slowly to make sure that even the people who don't really get to the real physical book, they can understand what's going on. And please share this message, share the videos. So who is Robert? Who is Robert who wrote this book? He's a self-made millionaire. He's an entrepreneur. He's an educator. He's an investor with a mission. We are actually helping him with his mission of elevating. His goal was to elevate, or is. But other people make comments like he's dead. No, he's alive. Actually, he comes on this channel on the video, on the ads at the beginning. He tends to come. That's Robert Kiyosaki, and his mission is to elevate the financial well-being of humanity, starting with one life and one person at a time. And I was thinking that we are actually here helping with the mission. You watching and me giving you this information, sharing this, and you could also continue this mission by sharing this video with one person, and we all keep going. Maybe many years from now, things will be very, very different. Okay, he talks about Rich Dad and he talks about Poor Dad. Poor Dad was his real father, who was a very intelligent man, who was highly educated with a PhD, and he was the superintendent of education in Hawaii. Yeah, I think it was Hawaii. Yes, it was Hawaii. So What about Rich Dad? Rich Dad is actually not his real dad, but a friend is dad. His friend was Mike, and he had a dad, and this dad had left school when he was 13 in 8th grade, but he ended up to be one of the wealthiest men in Hawaii. So if you go through all the videos I've finished, we see how it all started. It's Robert's dad who asked him that he doesn't know much about money. Go talk to Mike's dad. Robert's dad said, go. If you go, I don't want to go back. Like, it will be boring for you who already know how it all began. So please, just go watch the videos. We ended video number 13 when the rich dad had surprised Robert because Robert came complaining. He started working for 10 cents an hour, but ended up asking him actually to work for nothing. If he wants to learn, he said he had to agree to work for nothing. And Mike, the son, and the friend to Robert had already agreed, but he had started working. So I guess Robert grudgingly accepted too, although after so many complaints that we saw in the previous video. So now we are continuing to see what happened after I started working for nothing. Hopefully I can speed this reading up. Okay. Robert is writing. He says, I didn't tell my poor dad I wasn't being paid. He didn't tell his real dad what was going on with his job. He wouldn't have understood. And I didn't want to try to explain something I didn't understand myself. For 3 more weeks, Mike and I worked 3 hours every Saturday for nothing. The work didn't bother me, and the routine got easier. But it was the missed baseball games and not being able to afford to buy a few comic books that got to me. That's what got to me. He couldn't even get the comic books. Remember, with 30 cents, he used to buy comic books. So then on this day, Rich Dad stopped by at noon on the 3rd week. We had his truck pull up in the parking lot and sputter when the engine was turned off. You know, his way of describing it was an old truck. And he said Rich Dad entered the store and greeted Mrs. Martin. Remember, Mrs. Martin was the one managing it with a hug. After finding out how things were going in the store, he reached into the ice cream. I'm reading this because it's important. He reached into the ice cream freezer, pulled out 2 bars, paid for them, and signaled to Mike and me, like he was waving to them, I think to come with him. So he said, let's go for a walk, boys. So here I said they crossed the street and then went and sat on a picnic table. I'm not reading everything. So when they sat, he said, how is it going, boys? Okay, Mike said. I nodded in agreement. Learn anything yet? Mike and I looked at each other, shrugged our shoulders, and shook our heads in unison. Okay, now there is a subtitle here that says, avoiding one of life's biggest traps. It's like avoiding life's traps. Well, Rich Dad is speaking. Well, you boys had better start thinking. You are staring at one of life's biggest lessons. If you learn it, you'll enjoy a life of great freedom and security. If you don't, you'll wind up like Mrs. Martin and most of the people playing softball in this park. They work very hard for little money, clinging to the illusion of job security and looking forward to a 3-week vacation each year and maybe a skimpy pension after 45 years of service. If that excites you, I'll give you a raise to 25 cents an hour. Remember, they used to work for 10 cents and now they're working for 0, and now he's offering 25 cents. If that's what they want, they prefer. Now Robert is responding to that. But these are good, hardworking people. Are you making fun of them? A smile came over Rich Daddy's face. Mrs. Martin is like a mother to me. I'll never be that cruel. I may sound unkind because I'm doing my best to point something out to the two of you. I want to expand your point of view so you can see something most people never have the benefit of seeing because their vision is too narrow. Most people never see the trap they're in. Mike and I sat there, uncertain of this message. He sounded cruel, yet we could sense he was trying to drive home a point. With a smile, Rich Dad said, "Doesn't that 25 cents an hour sound good? Doesn't it make your heart beat a little faster?" I shook my head, no. But it really did. 25 cents an hour would be big bucks to me. "Okay, I'll pay you $1 an hour," Rich Dad said with a sly grin. Now my heart started to race. My brain was screaming, "Take it, take it." I could not believe what I was hearing. Still, I said nothing. "Okay, $2 an hour." My little brain and heart nearly exploded. After all, it was 1956, and being paid $2 an hour would have made me the richest kid in the world. I couldn't imagine earning that kind of money. I wanted to say yes. I wanted the deal. I could picture a new bicycle, new baseball glove, and the adoration of my friends when I flashed some cash. On top of that, Jimmy and his rich friends could never call me poor again. But somehow my mouth stayed shut. These were just thoughts. He didn't say it out. Okay, the ice cream had melted and was running down my hand. Somewhere where I skipped, he had offered the ice cream to the boys, and they were very excited. The ice cream he bought, he gave it to the boys. They liked it, but now he forgot he even has it. And the ice cream had melted, and I was it was running down my hand. Rich Dad was looking at two boys staring back at him, eyes wide open and brains empty. He was testing us, and he knew there was a part of our emotions that wanted to take the deal. He understood that every person has weak and needy part of their soul that can be bought. And he knew that every individual also had a part of their soul that was resilient and could never be bought. It was only a question of which one was stronger. "Okay, $5 an hour," Rich Dad said. Suddenly, I was silent. Something had changed. The offer was too big and ridiculous. Not many grown-ups in 1956 made more than that. But quickly my temptation disappeared and calm set in. Slowly, I turned to my left to look at Mike. He looked back at me. The part of my soul that was weak and needy was silenced. The part of me that had no price took over. I knew Mike had gotten to that point too. "Good," Rich Dad said softly. "Most people have a price, and they have a price because of human emotions." Okay, most people have a price, and they have a price because of human emotions, named fear and greed. First, the fear of being without money motivates us to work hard. And then, once we get that paycheck, greed or desire starts us thinking about all the wonderful things money can buy. The pattern is then set. "What pattern?" I asked. "The pattern of get up, go to work, pay bills, get up, go to work, pay bills." People's lives are forever controlled by those two emotions, fear and greed. Offer them more money, and they continue the cycle by increasing their spending. This is what I call the rat race. "There is another way?" Mike asked. "Yes," said Rich Dad slowly. "But only a few people find it." "And what is that way?" Mike asked. "That's what I hope you boys will learn as you work and study with me. That's why I took away all forms of pay." "Any hints?" Mike asked. "We are kind of tired of working hard, especially for nothing." "Well, the first step is telling the truth. Rich Dad said. We haven't been lying, I said. That's Robert. I did not say you are lying. I said to tell the truth. Rich Dad retorted. The truth about what? How you are feeling. You don't have to say it to anyone else. Just admit it to yourself. You mean the people in this park, the people who work for you, Mrs. Martin, they don't do that? I doubt it. Instead, they feel the fear of not having money. They don't confront it logically. They react emotionally instead of using their heads. Then they get a few bucks in their hands, and again, the emotions of joy, desire, and greed take over. And again, they react instead of think. That's the end of my reading. And that's the end of chapter 14, video 14. But I have two points that Robert himself is pointing out here. And those are the ones I'm going to read here. And then for those of you who are new, I'm going to explain the channel, what I do on this channel, and also how you get, for those who are interested in getting the book. So there are 2 points. The first one is this, that Robert says. He put it in a quote. You know, he had these points he puts in the book. Number 1, people's lives are forever controlled by 2 emotions, fear and greed. He has already explained how that happens. Point number 2, as the world population ages and more people move forward, move toward retirement, it's being reported that the number 1 fear is tied to money. Near 50% of those surveyed fear that they'll outlive their money, running out of money in their golden years, which is so true. That's my message on this channel. I keep saying, do things while you can, have multiple sources of income, have multiple sources of income, and also have passive income. Like, even if you are old, if your little income is still coming in, you'll be fine. And especially if it's coming from different sources, but you cannot rely on just one income. That's my message. And he just said it too. That's my video today, except for those who want to know the schedule here. I record every day. I have videos every day, 1 p.m. USA Eastern Time. 1 p.m. uploads come. I could be a little bit off sometimes with the time, depending on how because they're all premieres. And the way you set up premieres in YouTube, you can't set them out to go immediately. So there's blocks of 15. That's why you see that sometimes if I can't get into this 15, I have to get into the next 15 minutes. So you can't schedule to go at the very time you want. You have to wait at least 15 minutes later. That's why instead of 1 p.m., you could see it premiering at 1:15. But my intention is 1 p.m. US Eastern Time. And that's daily. But on Friday, we do a live. Come watch me live Friday. Please check Google to see your local listing, or the timing for where you are. And then the book, also on Thursdays and Sundays, I come earlier. And this time I'm talking about YouTube tips, business tips, motivation, especially on Sunday. Please don't miss the Sunday one. It comes at 12:30 USA Eastern PM, but like 30 minutes earlier. So that after that, then the book video will come after we do, because the other one is general for everyone. The one I do on Sunday. On Thursdays, mostly if you care about business tips and YouTube, I do that on Thursdays. And they all come also at 12:30 p.m. They come as premiered movie videos. You see that they come, and they will have to wait a little bit. Please, when you see the notification, click on the bell so you get notified. Please come and watch them. Come and support my message. This one, if you want it, I have a link below. I signed up with Amazon. So Audible, you can go. In fact, I put a page on my website, honestsoul.com. That's where the link takes you. And you will see Audible right there. You click on it. But when you sign up, it's free for 1 month. Make sure, because they call it, I think, Prime Plus, Audible Prime Plus. It has like advanced level. So when you sign up, make sure you're seeing that they're offering you a free credit. That's how you get this one. But the rest of them, the normal regular books, this is not a regular book. They are offered to you free and free podcasts. They have a whole catalog. You pick anything you want. But you have to sign up though. You have to sign up and it's free for 1 month. If you want a physical copy, in fact, I put some links right there on that same page. If you look below, I have other books I recommend, but then you have to buy that one. You have to buy the physical book. The free is audio. Okay, that's my message today, my video today. Please add a comment, always add a comment. And I will say something that Wodamaya says. I don't know if you're familiar with Wodamaya. He's committed on his channel to show what's the good things that happen in Africa. Anyone doing a good thing in Africa, he comes and films you and brings it on his channel. Wodamaya, he's from Ghana. And he says, don't be stingy, share the video. I'll say the same. Please don't be stingy, share the video because it's a good message. And if everyone else thought like this, I think would fight poverty. I think would go a long, long way. If you just didn't think about today, and think about long term and become patient and build those skills, it will help. Please join the mission. And as the more comments you add and the more people I see similar faces coming back, that's when I'll get to share my password. Remember, I want 50. Once we get to 50 people, I'll share my password. I have a premium account. You can go enjoy. Like I always end them, take very good care of yourself. Take very good care of your families. Take very good care of your health. Take a step to a better you. Don't forget to like and leave a comment. Bye.